Hello and welcome to today's presentation on Sage Abra HRMS version 8. In today's presentation, we'd like to share with you some information about Sage software and the Abra HRMS division. We'd also like to share with you information regarding Abra HRMS version 8, some specific product deliverables, a software roadmap, as well as some information about our new web recruiting system. In addition, we'll spend some time in the actual Abra products themselves, looking at the differences between version 7 and version 8, how the upgrade process works. We'll show you some information about the new version 8 of Workforce Connections, and also how these particular products integrate with the Abra e-recruiting system. First, to share some information with you in regards to Sage software. Sage software, formerly known as Best Software in the U.S., is a billion-dollar company. We have 4.5 million customers worldwide, 2.5 million customers in North America alone. The Abra division has been a part of Sage software since the year 2000. Abra has been in business since 1985. They have over 19,000 customers and are supported by HR professionals and certified payroll professionals on staff here at the Abra division in all departments, not only in tech support, but also in product design, product development, and quality assurance testing. Product focus for the HRMS division is HRMS and tax compliance within the individual software, as well as robust mid-market functionality. In addition, specific integration tied out to the individual core modules are enhanced with the use of employee self-service, manager self-service, and benefit open enrollment capabilities. Also, Abra HRMS version 8 is designed to address a multi-database platform, giving the customer the option to select a SQL database, MSDE database, or FoxPro database to be used with their specific HRMS Abra application. Next, let's talk specifically about Sage Abra HRMS version 8. This particular product set will be available September of 2005. These particular products include HR, attendance, training, and some additional add-on products in regards to alerts, toolkit, link, and org charting. Again, this particular product set will support a multi-database platform where the IT department has the ability to select either a FoxPro database, an MSDE database, or a SQL platform for their application. This product integrates directly with Abra Workforce Connections. We'll see some examples of that in just a moment when we look at the products themselves. The product is also designed to integrate specifically with the new Sage Payroll services. If you're a current Abra customer using Abra Suite version 7, there's a 100% SQL version 8. Again, we'll look at an example of that upgrade in just a moment. The idea with this particular upgrade is that there's a zero learning curve in place for upgrade customers. Navigation, menus, and specific functionality is identical in both version 7 and version 8 of the software. Again, the idea is to provide your IT department with a variety of database options that go along with your application. Next, we'd like to share with you a roadmap. You can see that this path started early in fiscal year 2004 in the fourth quarter of last year. This was the release of our employee self-service, manager self-service, and benefit open enrollment module in September of last year. September of this year, we're looking for the release of HR, attendance, training, our new recruiting system, as well as your core add-on products. Again, if you're looking at products like Link, Business Alerts, Toolkit, or the org charting product. Also, if you're looking at a payroll system, you can integrate the Sage Payroll service with the September 2005 release, or in 2006, we'll also offer a SQL payroll to go along with the rest of the HRMS applications. Next, for a little bit more of a visual, you can see here you have Abra Workforce Connections integrating specifically with Abra HR, training, recruiting, and attendance. One of the other upgrades that you'll enjoy with the new version if you're a current customer, or one of the tools that you'll enjoy with your new Abra product, is the use of Crystal version 10. You can also see that with the release of the new Sage Payroll services, Sage Payroll services is designed to integrate specifically with your Abra HR system, or we can share payroll information with your employees through Abra Workforce Connections, where employees can go out and view checks and direct deposits through the web. In addition, core applications, Abra Alerts, Abra Org Charting, or Org Plus, Abra Toolkit, and Abra Link. Next, we're excited to share information with you in regards to our new web recruiting system, or Abra eRecruiter. This particular product is designed to integrate with major job boards. It's also available to integrate with your company's website, where you can go out and create a company career center. It's a 100% web-based solution that uses Microsoft's .NET and a SQL database. With these particular company recruiting sites, we can give you the capability of creating online applications where you can collect either application information or resume information from the web in an automated process. This collected information can be searched on, whether you're using a text search or a database search to review your information. There's also a very detailed workflow tied into the process, so properly with your applicants, to communicate properly with hiring managers, to communicate things like the hiring process, the interview process, background checking. There's workflow that addresses all those specific needs. Also, once you've gone through your recruiting process and you decide to bring somebody into the HR system, there's specific integration with the Abra eRecruiter, where you can add somebody at the new hire process into the Abra HR system. There's also specific integration that we'll look at in just a second, where you can share your company career page and other management functionality through Abra eRecruiter, allowing your employees and managers to access this information through Abra Employee Self-Service. Now, let's go in and look at some of the application information. The first thing I'd like to show to kick this off are some of the differences between the products. If we go into the version 7 product, allow me to log into the application here. And as I log into the version 7 product, you'll see through my Activity Center here, I have access to HR, and just as an example, I can navigate down to some screen information, go into demographics, find an employee, and select that employee and view their information. I have information available to me on the specific employee. You can also see out here, I have custom screens of information available. Also within the application, I can use my Activity Center and I can navigate to various areas such as reports, code tables, wizards that help me with my day-to-day processes. I also have access to Crystal and my individual query tools or reporting tools within the application as well. Now, the idea with the upgrade when we make the move from version 7 to version 8 of HRMS is that we have a conversion wizard available. This particular wizard comes with the application, so once you install the new version 8 system, you'll have the capability of going to the upsize wizard and running a process that will allow you to upgrade your information from your old location of your old Abra data and move this information out to your SQL database. You do not have to install the Abra application on your SQL server. If you'd like to install this information on a separate server, you do have that capability. If I go out here and point to my SQL server, I have the ability of testing my SQL connection, and then once I've established the connection, I'm able to go through the upgrade and move my data into the version 8 system. This entire process of installing the application, migrating the data, shouldn't really take too much more than about 2 hours of time. Of course, you also want to make sure that you have your IT staff involved, because you will need different password access and administrative access to your SQL application, as well as the ability to install the Abra application on your Windows 2000 or 2003 server environment. Once you've migrated the data to the new version 8 system, you can see in this login screen here, I'll go ahead and log into the application and go out to live data, just as we did with the version 7 system. And when we go into the application, you can see that from the Activity Center here, the menu access, the navigation access is identical. I have the ability to go out to demographic information, same type of navigation that we had in version 7, go out to find an employee. The information is available out here for the individual employees. You can see out here my custom screens converted into the system. You can also see as I navigate through the Activity Center a little bit more that I do have access to all of my reports, all of my code tables, My query building tool is still available. Also, I still have access out here to my Crystal report writing tools. Also, again, let me mention that when you do move to version 8, that will be upgrading the version of Crystal that we currently use in version 7, which is 8.5, to Crystal version 10. The next thing that I wanted to show you, if we go back out here and launch the Abra Workforce Connection piece, I just wanted to show you that this particular application, along with the recruiting piece and along with the Abra version 8, will all use a SQL database. If I go out here to my SQL server, you can see out here the set of tables that are available. I have tables out here for HRMS version 8. I have tables out here for self-service. I also have tables available out here for the recruiting piece. If I go out here and look at some of the tables of information, you can see that based on using my upgrade wizard, I'm able to go out here and look at some information. If I go out to a table that I've got some information in, let's say HR personnel, and I go out to view the information, you can see that as I view this table, all the information is available to me in my application in the same format that I had out in my old Fox Pro version. So I was able to convert all this information into SQL. Also sharing this information from a SQL database with our Abra Workforce Connections, let me log into the application and show you that all the integration remains the same with the version 8 of the system. The message center still works the same. You have access to your personal information. And then all of your integration to the rest of your core products remains the same as well. Time off capabilities, being able to review compensation and job information, access to your training information, also any third-party links that you may have, safety manuals, various websites for your benefit providers, as well as any other functionality you may have available out here for your managers to perform employee reviews, or the ability of managers being able to access information for the employees that report directly to them. You can also see out here, under Life Events and Open Enrollment, those particular capabilities stay the same. Whether you're going to go through an Open Enrollment or go through Life Events. However, a couple of areas that you will see change in. First of all, if you upgrade your recruiting system or if you add the Abra eRecruiter system, there's specific functionality now available for the employee where the employee can go out to a company career page. They can go out to this information, view this information. An employee can look into some details. They can view information as far as a specific job definition, and if they'd like to apply for this position, this is some of the additional functionality we're picking up with the ability of the employee or an applicant to go out to a company career page, fill out an application, or just go out and attach a resume to a new application request. There's also some specific functionality that we have tied out for the managers and the administrators in regards to the recruiting process. If you're a hiring manager, you can manage most of your hiring practices through either your email system or you can also have access to the Abra eRecruiter system. And if I log into this application, you can see that first I get to a user dashboard that defines for me some of the capabilities that I have as far as routing information, approving information, and viewing individual application or requisition information. I can also go in the system and view my current open requisitions. I can look at detail regarding these positions. I can see quite a bit of detail regarding the positions themselves, as well as assigned applicants to these positions. And then if I want to go out and look at some detail in regards to these specific applicants, I can go out into the system and view detail on the applicant record and navigate through detail on the applicant, whether it's history information, or maybe I want to route this information to a hiring manager. I have the ability to go out in the system and view this information through the system as well too. The system is fully customizable. You can see here through the Abra admin menus for eRecruiter that I'm able to go out and customize various pages of information. I can customize correspondence with the individual applicants or employee coworkers. I can customize code tables just like the regular Abra applications. I can customize my system at a code table level. I can also customize links to things like job boards. So if you link to things like Monster or Hot Jobs, I have the capability of linking that information into the system as well. I also have the ability of going out in the system and working with custom links. So if I want to link out to my Abra Suite system, I can also customize a link into Abra Suite. So once I decide to hire somebody, I can bring them in to the HR application. That summarizes the presentation that we wanted to do for the Abra HRMS version 8 system. We sure appreciate your time.